अस्सलाम वालेकुम। वेलकम टू लर्नर कम्पिटेटिव एग्ज़ाम्स। डियर स्टूडेंट्स, लर्नर कम्पिटेटिव एग्ज़ाम के प्लेटफॉर्म पे आप सबको खुशामदीद कहते हैं। टुडे वी विल डिस्कस पाकिस्तान अफेयर्स लेक्चर। हमने स्टार्ट किया हुआ था रीजनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस एंड पाकिस्तान। तो इसके हमने दो लेक्चर कर लिए थे, सार्क और एससीओ। टुडे वी विल डिस्कस ईसीओ, इकोनॉमिक कोऑपरेशन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन। आज हम इसका कंप्लीट डिटेल में इसको देखेंगे और प्रिसाइज देखेंगे। ईसीओ क्या है, कैसे बनी, इसके फेलियर्स, इसकी स्ट्रेंथ और इसमें पाकिस्तान का स्पेसिफिक रोल क्या है, वो डिस्कस करेंगे। तो ये आप देख सकते हैं, ये जो ग्रीन में है ये ईसीओ के मेंबर्स हैं और तुर्की इसमें, इसका तुर्की, ईरान और पाकिस्तान इसके फाउंडिंग मेंबर्स हैं। ये ऊपर जो है ना सारा दिया गया है, काज़ाकिस्तान, ये उज़्बेकिस्तान, तुर्कमानिस्तान, ताजिकिस्तान और ये किर्गिस्तान और अफ़गानिस्तान, ये इसके मेंबर हैं और अज़रबैजान भी इसका मेंबर है। ये आप देख सकते हैं मैप में ईसीओ की मेंबरशिप। तो इसकी सबसे पहले हम हिस्ट्री देखते हैं। ईसीओ इज़ अ सक्सेसर ऑफ रीजनल कोऑपरेशन फॉर डेवलपमेंट, जिसे आरसीडी कहते हैं, जो 1964 में बने। ईरान, पाकिस्तान एंड तुर्की वर इट्स मेंबर। Organization aimed at economic development of the region through increased cooperation by promoting inter-regional trade. In late 1970s, major political changes took place in Iran and Pakistan. The monarchy of Shah of Iran was overthrown via Islamic revolution, and in Pakistan, martial law was proclaimed. The new government had different priorities and policies. Therefore, in 1979, RCD became a practically confunct organization. 1979 में जब ईरान में आप समझ लें कि रेवोल्यूशन आया, उस वक्त ये बिल्कुल डिसफंक्शनल हो चुकी थी। फिर इन 1985 ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वाज रिवाइव्ड with a new name, ECO. It came about as preferential trade agreement between Iran, Pakistan and Turkey. In 1987, member countries signed Izmir Treaty and gave ECO a formal organization foundation. Objectives of ECO में देखें तो सस्टेनेबल इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट है, प्रोग्रेसिव रिमूवल ऑफ ट्रेड बैरियर्स एंड प्रमोशन ऑफ इंट्रा रीजनल ट्रेड है, ग्रेजुअल इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ रीजनल इकोनॉमीज विद द वर्ल्ड, डेवलपमेंट ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्ट एंड कम्युनिकेशन इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, economic liberalization and privatization, mobilization of regions' energy, industrial and agricultural resources, regional cooperation for controlling the international transportation of drugs, strengthening of historical and cultural ties. ECO membership increased, इसमें देखें तो after the collapse of USSR in 1991, 6 Muslim republics became independent, owing to strong historical, cultural, and religious ties with these republics. All of them, along with Afghanistan, were incorporated into the fold of ECO. Therefore, at present, ECO is a regional grouping of 10 Muslim countries, formerly Afghanistan, Azerbaijan, Iran, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Turkey, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan. Expanded ECO covered a territory of more than 7 million square kilometers, immensely rich in natural resources including oil and gas. It embraces over 300 million people, had working and imbued with great entrepreneurial spirit. Mutual relation of member states exuded harmony and cordiality. They all possess the requisite political will to make ECO a successful enterprise. ये आप इसकी मेंबरशिप देख सकते हैं मैप में, जो ग्रीन कलर में है। ECO progress in key areas में देखें तो since the main objectives of ECO are based upon economic development, therefore the priority areas for this organization have been trade and infrastructure development. For promotion of trade, the development of transport and communication infrastructure is vital. Therefore, this sector of economy has always been given primary importance in the agendas of ECO's summits. In this regard, following progress has been made. Quetta Plan of Action 1993, it contained key objectives in the field of transport and communication. Turkmenistan Iran Railway Line 1996, it was established in 1996. It formed the first connection between Kars rail network to the southern tier of ECO. Almaty Outline Plan 1997 further celebrated Quetta Plan of Action by suggesting interconnection of road and railway network of cars with the roads and railway of Pakistan, Iran and Turkey. It also aimed at construction of missing link of road and railway lines. One of its major objectives was to open international road transportation among ECO countries. ECO Decade of Transport and Communication 1998 to 2007. It contained plans and action to eliminate non-physical barriers on main transport routes of the region. It aimed at developing physical infrastructure of east-west and north-south transport corridors. It was also decided that during that decade, telecommunication and postal links in the ECO region would be developed. ECO Container Train Service 2009, a very important project, was launched between Pakistan, Iran, and Turkey. The train route was Islamabad, Tehran, and Istanbul. It aimed at connecting Pakistan to Europe via Turkey. The railway line can link whole of ECO region of Europe, but at present there are some missing links that need upgradation. For example, Quetta Taftan track and Kerman Zahidan track. The ECO IRU Silk Road Truck Caravan 2010. The caravan started from Islamabad in April 2010 and terminated at Istanbul in October 2010. After completing its 11,000 kilometer journey, it passed through 7 ECO countries, bypassing turbulent region of Afghanistan. Its purpose was to collect data to facilitate road transport in the region. आप ये मैप में देख सकते हैं कि इस्लामाबाद से इस्तांबुल की लेंथ पाकिस्तान में 1990 किलोमीटर, ईरान में 2570 किलोमीटर, तुर्की में 2006 किलोमीटर और टोटल इसकी 6566 किलोमीटर बनती है. ECO has sought the Ministry of Ports and Shipping for carrying out a study on 6 ports in order to facilitate landlocked countries. पाकिस्तान में गवादर एंड पोर्ट मोहम्मद बिन कासिम है, ईरान में बंदर और अब्बास एंड चाबहार है, तुर्की में तरबजान और मरसीन पोर्ट है. ये 6 पोर्ट जो कैरिंग आउट आ स्टडी ऑन 6 पोर्ट, ये आप समझ लें पोर्ट्स ऑफ शिपिंग के लिए एक मिनिस्ट्री बनाई गई थी. इंट्रा रीजनल ट्रेड. सेकेंड एरा ऑफ इंटरेस्ट इन द ECO members countries has been intra-regional trade. For the promotion of trade, following measures have been planned. ECO ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट, इसे इकोटा कहते हैं, 2003 में ये हुआ. Agreement was signed for establishing free trade area in the region by 2015. It was decided that tariffs on 80% of the goods traded will be reduced to 15%. The agreement has still not been ratified by Iran due to her differences with Turkey over tariff issue. Second, ECO Trade and Development Bank 2007 में हुआ. Its purpose was to mobilize resources for initiating, promoting and providing financial facilities to expand intra-regional trade and to provide expert advice to the member state in financial matter. Although the bank is functional in Istanbul, yet it has not undertaken any concrete project. Impediments in intra-regional trade में देखें तो first is related to history, legacy of colonial rule. The pattern of trade developed by the colonial rule, Britain and Russia, are still existent in ECO countries. Cars were bound by former USSR in intra-republics trade, and the southern state of ECO, being under the influence of Britain, had no connection with the northern state of Central Asia due to the Great Games Curtain. Southern state got independence much earlier, but the state of Central Asia remained under USSR control since the latter state's economy was closed under social system of former Russia. Therefore, no trade connection could be developed between the two ties of ECO region. ECO, a critic, the above mentioned objective clearly states that ECO is basically an economic organization. Its agenda does not address political or security issues. Some critics have stated that the regional formation of Muslim world are least effective due to lack of securitization of their regional agendas. Next, since the member countries do not address political and security matters in their agendas, therefore no significant progress has been made even the implemented projects. Unless political stability is attained in the region, neither there could be neither environment for business activity nor the decided project would be materialized. The political turmoil in Afghanistan and security related problems of terrorism, ethnic disputes, drugs and weapons trafficking need united security and political approach, and that is missing in the agenda of ECO. Therefore, without securitization of the agenda, ECO cannot become a strong and viable economic bloc. ये आप इसमें बैरियर देख सकते हैं कि इसमें कौन कौन से हैं. अब चैलेंजेस टू ईसीओ की बात करें तो लो इंट्रा रीजनल ट्रेड आप देख सकते हैं. ईसीओ द स्टेट ऑफ इंट्रा रीजनल ट्रेड इज dismal. Northern state of the organization depend on Russia and the West for their trade. Turkey's trading partner are European Union and USA. Whereas the trade of Central Asian state is linked to Russia for trade, southern states are also dependent on external players. Pakistan major trading partners are USA, Britain, Saudi Arabia and Germany. Iran most traded with Japan, Germany, France and China. Afghanistan continues to survive and minimal foreign aid. None of the ECO is each other major trading partner, which raises doubt on the efficacy of ECO progress in relation to economic development. Second important issue regarding trade is narrow growth phase of export competitiveness concentrated on primary products, textile and hydrocarbon. Export of Iran and Turkmenistan are dominated by oil and natural gas. Azerbaijan and Kazakhstan rest heavily on exploitation of their large oil reserve. Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan and Uzbekistan have minimal minerals which may be commercially exploited. Cotton is the biggest primary export of Pakistan, Turkey, Uzbekistan and Tajikistan. The economies are too similar in their dependence on a limited range of primary products to offer great gain from intra-ECO trade. Poor infrastructure for the realization of promising trade infrastructure development is must. In the case of ECO countries, there are two logistical impediments in trade. One is linked to their inability of their infrastructure to develop airline and shipping companies. The second factor is due to the lack of railroad and railway motorways. The development of transit routes for the trade of the landlocked members of ECO is very important. This factor keeps cars away from other ECO members not only in terms of trade but also in terms of people-to-people contacts. Secondly, the infrastructure development of southern states like Pakistan and Iran are dilapidated conditions. The Quetta Tastan railway track of 700 km still needs $500 million to meet international standard. Political and security problem को देखें तो ईरान political stability in the backbone of economic development. In the case of region, the political instability of Afghanistan has marred all prospects for economic progress. Central location of Afghanistan makes it a bridge link between majority of ECO countries. Civil war and war on the menace of terrorism during trafficking and criminal activities in Afghanistan have spillover effect, and the security of all the neighboring countries is threatened. Instead of joining together for the solution of Afghan problem and foreign unity for a joint strategy for addressing their common security dilemma, the ECO member countries spend on external mechanism for their security. Political and security problem को देखें फिर में नंबर 4 Central Asian state look toward Russia and join CSTO, CIS and SCO. Turkey depend on NATO. Pakistan is inclined toward USA for security. Iran follow neither east nor west policy, and Afghanistan depend upon ISAF for security. Now in Taliban, the independent, divergent, and outward-looking security approaches keep ECO countries away from another. Some countries face interstate ethnic problems, like Afghanistan and Tajikistan remained involved in ethnic disputes for many years. Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan also these issues. Recently, Kyrgyzstan has faced ethnic turmoil between Kyrgyz and Uzbek. Pakistan and Iran, also Pakistan and Afghanistan, are also suffering from the ethnic problems. Foreign interest and pipeline politics. The most effective factor of ECO countries in the presence of hydrocarbon in the central region. The importance of oil and gas in the world of economic attracts the world energy hungry power to Central Asian countries. The fact that all these countries are landlocked further enhances the importance of those countries that can provide transit facility to pipeline routes. Therefore, a sort of new great game is on between power countries to get access of the energy resources of the region. Main actors are China, Russia, Iran, and USA. At present, majority of the hydrocarbons are being transported via northern routes that are controlled by Russia. Oil and gas to Europe goes through Russia, which not only manipulates the transit charges to her own advantage, but also exploits the politics of Central Asian countries. Caspian Pipeline Consortium takes oil from Kazakhstan to Russia. Baku Novorossiyak bring oil from Azerbaijan to Russia. Similarly, gas of Turkmenistan is being transported to Europe via Russia. Russia is planning to establish a regional organization like OPEC by including the Central Asian countries into its orbit. She wants complete monopoly over the transit routes and oppose any other possible route. China has also jumped into the battleground of new great games and wants hydrocarbon to run through her territory. Kazakhstan China pipeline is partially operational for bringing oil to China. She is also looking for bringing gas via this route. The third big outside contender in the race is US. US favor those routes that neither pass through Russia nor through Iran. It tries to establish Trans-Caspian pipeline that is supposed to bring oil to gas to Europe from Kazakhstan and Turkmenistan bypassing Russia and Iran. She also favors Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India pipeline that is also halted due to political turmoil in Afghanistan. Iran is the only ECO country involved in this game. She not only offers her territory for transit facilities but also offers the cheapest rates. Two of her favored routes are Turkmenistan Iran Turkey gas pipeline and Kazakhstan Turkmenistan Iran oil pipeline. But the problem for Iran is that neither she has extensive pipeline infrastructure nor Central Asian countries want these routes since these are objected by USA. A cursory glance at the story of this great game reveals that the fact that involved of big powers for their interest halt any close intention या interaction by the ECO countries. All powers pull these countries toward their sphere of influence, and these countries are handicapped due to their weak position and lack of unity among them. One of the major reasons for USA presence in Afghanistan is to manipulate the oil politics in her favor, and that seems to be the reason for prolonging her physical stay in the region by 2014. पोटेंशियल ऑफ ईसीओ को देखें तो जियोग्राफिकल इम्पोर्टेंस है इसकी. ईसीओ रीजन कंसिस्ट ऑफ 10 कंट्रीज विद द पॉपुलेशन ऑफ 380 million approximately. It is about 6% of world total population. It occupies 8 million square kilometer of area, which is about twice the size of European Union, which is most successful regional grouping of the world. Geographically, it is only regional grouping of the world that is lying at the crossroad of 5 very important regions or countries of the world. Russia is located in its north, China is in its northeast, South Asia is in the southern part, Middle East touch it in the southwest, and Europe is situated to its west. This ideal location makes ECO a geographically very significant organization. Resources की बात करें, so far as the energy and agriculture resources of the regions are concerned, there is a presence of hydrocarbons in cars and a strong agriculture base in southern countries of the region. Cars contain 150 million barrels of crude oil and 1234 trillion cubic feet of natural gas reserves. Kazakhstan and Azerbaijan have extensive reserve of oil, and Iran, Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan have huge amount of natural gas. The countries of Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan have potential hydroelectric energy capacity. Apart from Kazakhstan, all countries are cotton exporter, with Uzbekistan is the world's 5th largest producer and 2nd largest exporter. Pakistan and Turkey are also known for their textile industry. ECO region contains 11.62% of the total crude oil of the world and 20.15% of the world natural gas. Incentives for member countries को देखें, Central Asian countries are blessed with huge amount of natural resources since they are landlocked. Therefore, they depend on their other countries for gaining the world markets for the transportation of their oil and gas. Recently, majority of their transportation takes place via Russia. This northern transit route is not only lengthy and expensive, but it also makes these countries dependent upon Russia, their old ruler. Russia enjoys the monopoly of their resources trade by manipulating with transit fees. The other alternative routes are favored by different powers. For instance, westward route to Europe is favored by USA and China advocate eastward route. Incentive इसके बाद most cheap and ideal route for these countries is 27 in the south via Pakistan and Iran. And both these countries are ECO members. Therefore, for Central Asian countries, regional routes will be the most effective in terms of cost and dependability. This is a great incentive of ECO for landlocked countries of Central Asia. If the location of Pakistan is considered on the map, it acts like a bridge link Central Asia with South Asia. Central Asia is a resource-rich region looking for market, and South Asia, being energy hungry, afford a ready market for its resources. ECO is suitable to cars as compared to other regional organizations like SCO, CIS or CSTO because there is no dominating power in it, and the economies of countries are not significantly different. फ्यूचर prospects of ECO की बात करें, promotion of trade. For promotion of trade there is a need of establishing free trade area. Promotion security for trade facilitation, there should be free movement of good capital and people and service. There is a need of investment in labor intensive manufacturing. Joint production and ventures की बात करें तो for the realization of a viable regional organization, joint ventures among the member countries are essential. Example of European Union is as a model. Joint venture make the interest of the countries similar and also save a lot of capital by combination of production. These ventures create big market. इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट की बात करें तो फॉर द प्रमोशन ऑफ ट्रेड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट इज बेसिक रिक्वायरमेंट. ECO countries need establishment of airline and shipping company. Road and rail line of cars are in northward direction. Therefore, there is need of linking these countries in south. If road infrastructure is developed from above mentioned cars to China and from there it is linked to Karakoram highway in Pakistan, then it would eventually link all these countries along with China to Karachi or Gwadar. Pipeline routes की बात करें तो Iran proposed route like Turkmenistan, Iran, Turkey gas pipeline route and Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Iran oil pipeline route. Distance कंपेयर करें तो दुशंबे कराची 2720 किलोमीटर, दुशंबे बंदर अब्बास ईरान 3400 किलोमीटर, दुशंबे व्लाडी वोस्टोक रशिया 9500 किलोमीटर. इनका सलूशन ऑफ पोलिटिकल प्रॉब्लम ढूंढना चाहिए. पोलिटिकल स्टेबिलिटी लाजमी है. फर्स्ट स्टेप टू सॉल्विंग पोलिटिकल प्रॉब्लम इज द सिक्योरिटाइजेशन ऑफ ECO एजेंडा. After including security problem in their agenda, the leaders of ECO countries must take a united front against all these hurdles. तो क्लास डिस्कशन के लिए कैन पाकिस्तान अचीव रीजनल इकोनॉमिक गोल इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ पॉलिटिकल कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स. ECO के बारे में इसको डिस्कस करना है. तो डियर स्टूडेंट, ये ECO के बारे में एक प्रिसाइज लेक्चर था. इंशाअल्लाह नेक्स्ट वीडियो में नए टॉपिक के साथ मिलते हैं. तब तक अपना ख्याल रखिएगा. अल्लाह हाफिज़.